I'm Victoria, and this is What Victoria Read. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is the first video I've filmed in well over a month and I'm feeling a little bit rusty, I can't lie, so apologies if this is more chaotic than normal. I thought I'd start off with something easy though, and that is my November TBR. As you saw from the title of the video, my lovely husband is controlling my TBR this month. If you're new to this channel, I will link my TBR, my 2021 TBR playlist. I've basically decided that I'm not choosing my own TBRs anymore, it's too hard. I've got too many books that I want to read, and so this year I've played a variety of different games. I've had my Booktube friends control my reading, I've had friends and family control my reading, and this month is my lovely husband's turn. So he has picked 6 books. I've then got 2 books that fit for a readathon that I've decided to do this month, and then I've got 1 more that I've just added in to kind of balance up my TBR. So I'll start with the books that my husband Gary chose. He does not want to appear on the channel. He's not comfortable in front of the camera, but if you want to have a little glimpse at what he's like, I will also link our wedding video in the description for you to see. It's the most beautiful film, obviously not one that I made, and it's fully credited to AK Films, who were amazing, but yeah, I will link that if you want to see him. He's not comfortable on camera, so he chose these for me. He did ask me to say that he knew nothing about the books when he picked them. He literally, I just put him in front of my TBR shelf. He only had the spines to look at, and he's just chosen off the back of that. He chose books that made him think of me and the different aspects of me, because he's very sweet. He's a lovely man and very spoiled. So yeah, let's go through the books. So the first book that he chose is Love in Colour by Bulu Babalola, which is a book that I bought when I was with Chloe in Bristol from Chloe Reads Books. This is a short story collection. I think it's 13 short stories. Mythical tales from around the world retold. Gary picked it. Look at these sprayed edges. Gary picked it because he thinks that I love in colour and I love out loud. So that was sweet. So this is a short story collection that I'm really excited to pick up. Because it sounds really interesting, and also, like I said, the cover and the sprayed edges are beautiful. So there's that one. He picked The Last Empress by An Chi Min, which is the second book in a duology. The first book was Empress Orchard, which I really enjoyed and I read earlier this year, I think. I picked up this copy secondhand at the book barn, and he picked it because he said that I think that I'm a queen, and he's right. So there we go, some historical fiction. We've then got another short story collection, which is Objects of Desire by Claire Stestanovich. This I was sent by Book Break in exchange for a nice review. Do I need to explain why my husband picked this one for me? And it's, again, it's short stories, I think. 11 short stories lay bare the beauties and ironies of contemporary life. This is the debut of sly and disarming power. And again, another gorgeous cover. So that's another short story collection. Then he picked All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline Donahue, which I think I got for my birthday. Is there a gift? Yeah, it is. From the lovely Jenny. Oh, this was for completing my PGCE. Yes, so All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. He picked it because he thinks that I have lots of hidden gifts, which is, again, he's very sweet. He's a lovely man. I apologise if you're like vomiting from all the cheese in this video. And again, great cover. I can't remember what this one's about. The cards hold the truth, be careful what you ask. Maeve Chambers doesn't have any specific gifts. That is until she finds a dusty old pack of tarot cards and starts giving uncannily accurate readings to everyone around her. That's all I really want to know. So I've got that one to read. Then he picked The Wife Upstairs, and this was really funny because obviously he picked it because I am his wife, and then I explained the synopsis of this book and he was horrified, but like I said, he only saw the spines. This is by Rachel Hawkins. Again, I think this was a birthday present, or did I buy it myself? I might have bought it when I was with either Charlotte or Steph over the summer, I can't remember. You never know what secrets are hiding behind closed doors. This is a thriller. A girl looking for love, a man who seems perfect, a wife who just won't stay buried. And again, that's all I really want to know about this one. So yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up. And then finally he picked The Teacher by Katerina Diamond, which I definitely bought secondhand when I was in Hale and Wye with Steph. A lesson you'll never forget. Obviously Gary picked this because I am a teacher. And again, when I explained the synopsis, he was like, because it says, you think you know who to trust. You think you know the difference between good and evil. You're wrong. In the assembly hall of an exclusive Devon school, the body of the head teacher is found hanging from the rafters. Hours earlier, he received a package, and only he could understand the silent message it conveyed. It meant the end. And again, I'm not going to read any more than that. So yeah, so these are the books. They're all now in the wrong order. Here we go. These are the books that Gary chose. Oh, it would help if I put them right around. like a real booktuber. There we go. These are the books Gary picked. So he picked those 6. Then I saw Chloe from Chloe Reads Books announce the next set of books for her book club, which is Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, and I will link the announcement video and the like books that she's picked for the next couple of months in the description. And she picked a book that I have really wanted to reread for the longest time and kind of been putting off. And she also then announced the prompts for her long distance relationship readathon, which is the LDR-a-thon, yes, which I will also link all of the information you need in the description. And I realised that actually I could read the book for her Crime Scene Corner book club and one more, and then I could complete the readathon. I've not done a readathon all year, I just thought it'd be fun. November is going to be a really busy month because it's a teaching month, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get through all of these, but I'm going to give it a go. The readathon, I think, is the 7th to the 14th of November, but everything will be linked in the description for you to see yourself. So the book that covers most of the prompts for that, and is also her November book club pick, why are words so hard, is Tender as a Flesh by Augustina Bastarrica. This is a book I read last year. I think I read it last April. I read it in one go. I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favourite books of the year, and because I recommended it to a few people, I've seen other people picking it up. Chloe said in her TBR video that she picked it for her book club because I'd recommended it to her, and now I'm really scared that I'm going to reread it and it's going to be awful and I'm like responsible for other people reading it. However, we're going to be positive. It is a book about cannibalism. Let's just get that out of the way. So we're in a world where animals can no longer be eaten because they are poisonous to humans, and so there is a decision made that humans will start to be bred for meat, and human meat will be sold and consumed, and we follow a man that works in an abattoir, and that's really all you need to know going in. I thought this was one of the most beautifully heartbreaking books I've ever read. It is obviously about cannibalism, but it's also about loneliness and feeling disconnected from the world around you, and I think that's what really struck me when I read it last year. And obviously when I read it, we were in the first lockdown, and although I wasn't alone because I was here with the boys, it was that feeling of being really disconnected from what was going on outside, and I think that might be why it was so powerful to me. But I've decided to pick this up because it also covers loads of the prompts for Chloe's readathon. Like I said, that it will all be linked in the description for you. So yes, that's another book that I'm going to be reading. And then in the readathon, one of the prompts is gifted book, and obviously it felt like the right thing to do to pick a book that Chloe gifted me, and she sent me The Missing Years by Lexi Elliott for my birthday, along with a couple of other books. She was very, very, very generous, and I'll put my birthday book haul as well in the description if you want to see everything that I was sent. This I picked because it's been on my GoodReads TBR for the longest time, and I really want to get it off that list. I'm not even sure what it's about anymore. It says some doors should stay locked. An eerie old Scottish manor in the middle of nowhere that's now hers. Elisa Calder has inherited half of a house. The other half belongs to a man who disappeared without a trace 27 years ago, her father, and I'm not going to go any further than that. So these two, between them, will cover off both of the prompts for Chloe's readathon, which, like I said, I thought I'd do because it sounds really fun. I've not really done any readathons this year, and also it's Chloe's first one, and it's always good to like support people when they are doing new things. And then the final book that I added to my TBR, I kind of looked at the TBR and realised it didn't have any non-fiction, and I love reading non-fiction, and there's quite a few on my shelves that I really wanted to get to. And I also realised I haven't read any books that my brother sent me yet for my birthday. He always sends me 3 or 4 books for my birthday and a couple at Christmas. He always chooses really random books, and I always enjoy the experience of reading them because they usually stretch my reading quite a bit. And one of the books he sent me was A Still Life by Josie George, which is a memoir, and he says, because he always gives me a little post-it note with the reason why I picked it, he said, "This made me cry more than anything else in my life. This is my life on paper. Just the preface alone was so spot on from what I've been through, but it was also surprising, and the love stuff caught me off guard. It's also beautifully written. I thought it might explain me a bit to you." So my brother lives with chronic fatigue and ME, and I've also got several other friends who have chronic illnesses, and I feel like this is going to be hard to read, heartbreaking, but also really important and help me understand their lives a bit more. So yeah, that's one that I decided to add to my TBR myself. So let's try and hold these up like a proper booktuber would. They're all in the wrong order now, but never mind, just because this book stack fell over on me. But these are the books I'm going to attempt in the month of November. Where should I start? Really not sure. Might make my husband choose for me because I'm just really awful at making decisions. Let me know in the comments what you are reading. If you got to this point in the video, leave me an apple emoji because I'm a teacher. let's go with that. I think I've done apple emojis before, but we'll just go with that anyway. Please subscribe if you would like more of this chaos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.